Hello, folks. I'm Sean Maloney. That's me on the left. Oh, my left.
And I'm Andrew Swain on the right. And we're fair weather fans. Well, we must be. We're supporters of Australian rugby. Or at least that's how it appears anyway.
If there's one thing Australians hate, it's being shown up by your little brother.
Richie McCaw scores an easy try.
Or sister.
Good point, Swaney, because 11 straight Bledisloe losses to the Kiwis have left us dispassionate about our national side.
Where's the fight, Australia? Are we going to let this continue?
That's the spirit, Shushy.
We've put together 7 diehards on a mission to bring back the banter.
No more drop balls, we'll move it to 20.
There's Moala and Mopes, coaches of the Para women's team.
No, we support him 100%.
We support him 100%. Whether it's down or out, we don't care.
Ronnie, a Mossman rugby mum.
I'm really excited at the opportunity to try and, bring back that passion.
James from Sydney Uni.
I'm quite a positive guy. I think I can sort of bring that positivity to it. I think some good times are coming ahead.
Rowie, representing the corporates.
If they've got a loud voice behind them, maybe that gives them the little added advantage that they need to claw those points back and claim victory.
Tiana, a member of the Aussie Women's Sevens team.
This is only the beginning for this fan group. Hopefully, it could stretch out to the Sevens, it could stretch out through all of the clubs.
And Goldie, former GM of Manly Rugby Club and self-appointed Minister for Good Time.
Oh, I love them, mate. My in-laws are leagueies. They see me stand up in the middle of the room in a Bledisloe and can't understand what I'm doing. I just love it.
They have the massive task to start a supporter group for the Wallabies. Rev up the stadium vibe so our boys can bring back the Bledisloe.
So what is the sound of one paw clapping? Have Aussie rugby fans lost their voice, or are we about to discover the call of the Wallaby?
Some of the best moments of my life of rugby was playing club rugby. It was just fantastic. The whole part of Randwick that I was at, it was about enjoyment, breeding enthusiasm, and the more we loved it, the more we wanted to play. But I got picked for Australia from 2nd grade. And before that, I was playing in 3rd grade and 1st grade Colts before that. And those blokes in 3rd grade, I still see them round. I still saw a couple today. And they're as much a part of my rugby life as what my Wallaby mates are.
Last week, we caught a glimpse of the atmosphere that exists at the lower tiers. This ep, the Gold Brigade will look at how to get supporters rowdy.
Goldie, what we need to do now is just get this somewhere else. To the stadium.
I agree.
To the stadium.
Look, everybody I spoke to up there said they'd be keen, mate, so we can organise it. People love rugby. Don't get me wrong. Rugby's a sport that people dig, right? Today was awesome. A fantastic day. But the game's good, and it still is a good game. It's just, you got to get people emotionally involved.
There's a good reason why we've chosen to base our supporter group in Sydney. For the next 7 years, the first Australian Bledisloe match will always be held at ANZ Stadium. This means that Sydney will host a match every single year. Though, as Ronnie has discovered, this does come with its challenges.
I'm trying to get everyone on board at Mossman Rugby, and I'm getting some pushback because they just don't want to go out to ANZ.
So let's make sense of the dilemma, and to do so, we'll have to check out the map of Greater Sydney. Not that one, Swaney. I mean the rugby map of Sydney.
Ah, that's better. Now that I'm looking down my nose at Greater Sydney, I can clearly see the divide that exists. ANZ Stadium lays well and truly outside the borders of Sydney's rugby heartland.
The rugby faithful would much rather head down the road to Moore Park with its abundance of nearby pubs, but unfortunately, professional sport is business.
The revenue model for the game is driven about 35% of our revenue comes from match day. Take home bush, there's 82,000 seats out there. You average $100 a seat, it's $8 million. It's millions of dollars to the bottom line.
Let's look at those numbers a little more closely.
Average crowds in 2012 saw 76,877 fans turn up to ANZ Stadium.
Compare that to the 48,000 who attended Suncorp in Brizzy, and the 43 who filled Allianz Stadium. If an average ticket is $100, we're talking upwards of a $3 million differential.
But it's not just about ticket numbers. You can put 82,000 people in a stadium, and if they don't make any noise, well, you can safely say that you've lost your home advantage.
So that's our Gold Brigade's challenge, to give ANZ Stadium the atmosphere that can send the series into a tie-break. Because...
hopefully you'll help us win the game, and that can be millions of dollars of impact when you think about a potential deciding game up in Brisbane at Suncorp Stadium, October 18.
So how do we pump up the atmosphere at Homebush? Goldie thought for all of 30 seconds before coming up with this theory.
My experience is going to be different to the others because I think mine's heavily geared around the day and having a great time for the day. So, you know, meeting somewhere at, say, 1 or 2 o'clock, having a couple of beers, hopping on a bus, getting out there, enjoying the pre-match, and then really climbing into the game with plenty of gusto and a bit of Dutch courage, yeah.
Yes, Goldie, if you brew it, they will come.
Up the top!
The group have headed to the Waratahs v Lions Super Rugby clash at Allianz Stadium to get some ideas. Ronnie has slightly different ambitions to Goldie.
Today we're hoping to engage with families and engage with a different part of rugby community, I guess, and share with them the story of the Gold Brigade. Yep. So we're hoping to, you know, make lots of roar and cheer and support the boys and hopefully bring back that Bledisloe to our shores, fingers crossed.
About due.
I think we're about due. So it's about talking with families, talking with individuals, talking with clubs, talking with schools and getting their support. I keep thinking I'm going to get a falcon in a minute.
James is feeling a little caught in between, but's happy to help out.
What we're doing before the game is we're having like a sort of pop-up bar there, have some like, you know, there's plenty of like entertainment, get some old Wallabies up there and then just, you know, all that sort of stuff.
We need a crash too so we can get rid of the kids.
Well, no, there's going to be games for the kids just like this. Perfect. Get them to play and then we get on the Terps and have a couple of beers. Perfect. And have a great old time. Perfect. And then we just, like a tailgate.
Yeah, unreal.
And then,
Swanee, what are you doing, mate? You're meant to be getting families and kids involved, not chasing drinking buddies.
And I'll put you on top of the list. Hey.
I'm definitely up for one if you're buying.
I'm buying.
All right.
Us uni boys, mate. Yeah, we'll buy for you, raddies.
Perfect.
Don't worry.
Public school kid, still good.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's the type of bloke you want. I'll email him personally. He's got a lot of. He's had some good ideas too. He's probably got very similar opinions to Goldie and I with how it should be and how it should be run. So I think he's plus, you know, he's also part of the Rats, who, you know, it's a good club, and they're like you go out to the Warringah and they are the most vocal, brutal crowd to play against. So they're a good club to get involved.
Quick wardrobe change and Ronnie's in Tars mode. She's brought along her 2 boys to help gauge the stadium atmosphere. Swanee has something a little different to test out.
Everybody shuffle!
I think we're about to get into a bit of Magnus dress up. You keen?
Don't really know what to expect, really. These boys look like they're having a good time, so right, let's do it.
It's on our life away. It's on our life away to have a good time.
Thank you.
Have fun, be loud.
Oh, we will.
Should we go for the right team now?
What is it about grown adults dressing up as large bottles of cider that makes rugby more fun? I guess we're about to find out.
A couple of juniors get the opportunity to run the match ball out.
I see Ronnie's changed her tune.
That's not the image I want to portray for a Mossman mum.
We're underway, and it is the Lions kicking off.
How are things with the Bottle Boys?
And he got jibs. And he got forward past. Yeah, so we're starting up this group though, and so everyone sort of dresses up together and goes to the games together and creates a lot of noise. Obviously the Wallabies games are pretty dull these days. No one really makes any noise, and things like that. So we've decided...
start like a barnyard or something.
Similar concept,
almost.
Evidently, the New South Wales chant does not work for a rugby crowd.
Guys, I'm not sure why.
Should we test it out one more time, Ronnie?
Come on, New South Wales! New South Wales!
Nailed it.
I'm embarrassing you, am I? I'm having a great day, but I think the crowd could do a little bit more to support the boys out there. Yeah, definitely. I'll bring the boys along to a TARS game when it's at Allianz because it's about convenience for us and the location. It's just a little bit tricky for us to get out to ANZ. So.
Moala and Mopes were meant to head in for the match also, but the East-West Sydney divide has corked rugby's thigh once more.
And they go for the...
This is what happens. Desperate times, desperate measures.
Set it up again through Phipps. Here's Foley's ball to Beale. Beale steps, lost it.
Let's go, Tars!
Lost it forward.
Go, Tars.
Sort of advantage for the line. Can't do much here then.
Back at the stadium, everything is on course for the TARS season.
Folau! Israel gets the pass out, and it is a try.
Getting people together before a test will be the way to go. Yeah, right. There's no point being the two drunk guys when they're not supported by anyone else now, is there?
Yeah, exactly.
You just look like an idiot.
Well, that could be embarrassing.
And then the missus will be angry when you get home.
There you go, there you go.
Hashtag dickhead.
Oh, he's got it on the street. Over it goes. So 41 points to 13. I guess you just want to be ticking boxes heading into the business end of the competition.
Away now, and the kids in the maroon jerseys have got off to a flying start. I love this initiative to let kids out on the field. My best memory as a kid was running out onto Ballymore. How good.
The fans today, it's probably the biggest in a while. How much does it lift you?
Yeah, it was definitely the largest crowd we've had. Afternoon footy, it's a perfect time to play football. 4 p.m, great time for families to come, parents to bring their kids, get them home at a suitable hour. And I guess in regards to the atmosphere it creates, it's just electric. Like the more we have here, the more we feel it at the SFS, the more we lift.
How much does it lift you in terms of performance? You hear, like every cheer?
Players individually choose when to hear and when not to hear the crowd. I think when you're breaking the line and you've got momentum behind the team and the crowd is behind you, that's when you probably are the moments you choose to listen to the crowd and just use that energy to lift yourself, lift your own game and lift the team's game. So there's nothing better than home support.
Did you enjoy the experience out there?
It was good. I thought it was great. It's certainly a better atmosphere at the TARS than I've had in the last 5 years.
Yeah, right. Hopefully that translates to Wallaby support. Do you reckon it will?
I think so. I'd hope so. I mean, Sydney's probably the most fickle market of them all. So if you've got a successful Waratahs side, you can definitely build it from there. So.
All right, mate. Well, we're underway now.
Yeah, well, it's a good start. So let's see how we go. The people in the Magnus stand seem to be positive about the idea. So
that's good. That's what we want.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you think of rugby supporters around the country, who springs to mind?
The Reds, 50,000 members, including this fella. I love that guy. There's the Ruckus crew in Canberra. Boys, it's -3, you lunatics. If you had a jacket, you could hang it off those nipples. Melbourne's got the Rebel Army. Remember when they had Star Wars night?
Awesome. And don't forget the Sea of Blue in Perth. They go bananas.
And then at the Waratahs, there's...
That's why Sydney-siders need to pull up their socks. Not you, ma'am. You're a ripper. But in Rugby League, they've worked out the secret sauce. Wigs, T-shirts and booze. Mainly booze. This is State of Origin, the pinnacle of Rugby League. Blatchy's Blues kicked off with just a tiny group and turned it into a 12,000 strong Guinness World Record for the most wigs in a stadium. What's really impressive is that New South Wales haven't won the title for almost as long as the Wallabies, but they can still turn up in these numbers. I took Goldie and Tiana into the pre-match party so they could get a sense of how it comes together.
New South Wales! New South Wales! New South Wales! New South Wales!
You got to love the passion. Like I feel like I'm at a pep rally, mate. It's like the boys geeing up.
See, I think we're under the skin of Queensland at the moment.
Really inciting the guys to get fully behind the New South Wales guys. You know, it's awesome. Like you can feel the passion off the guys. You know, they're here. They want to see their team win. They're so excited about what's going to happen, mate. It's awesome.
There's one Queenslander walking past all of like a group of Blues, and the guys in the Blues group were all just pointing in his face, going New South Wales.
I think this will be awesome. All Blacks test. You know, in there before they called out the Queensland fans and said, you know, Queenslanders, you know, shame, name and shame, get them out. You know, that's really what you want. You want to make it really, really parochial, all about you, not so much them. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah. Question 2. Which BB Blues players have come into the side for tonight's match? You're out. No, Greg Bird.
Well, the last time I saw it in rugby was probably 10 years ago. We seem to have lost this element of what our day's about and really getting the passion up before you get in and having a good time and making a big experience out of the day.
Who says leggies don't wear suits? Although, to be fair, it's more Les Patterson than Giorgio Armani. I decided to use the opportunity to gauge an opinion of why rugby's got it wrong. And how do you get grown men to wear onesies?
Is that bloke wearing a nappy?
We're just trying to get a feel for why this is such a good night up against rugby. Why does this night work so much better?
They score tries in rugby league, they don't score tries in rugby union.
If you want to try and help rugby union, what would you do to help it out?
Free up some of the laws.
Laws?
Oh, yeah.
Too many points for a penalty goal?
Extend your season.
Make the season longer? Yeah, okay. Hello, boys. Hey, guys. I'm Sean.
And then I meet these guys. They've come all the way from Rotorua, New Zealand, just for this match.
I can't believe what I'm hearing from you guys.
This is a bucket list for us. This is a bucket list.
Really? Do you guys do union as well, or you just league?
No, we are All Blacks supporters.
Yeah. So Bledisloe won. There's no way in the world they'll get this kind of hype around this. Why?
I would travel to an Origin game before an AB's Oz game.
Why?
Because it's better.
Passion.
Bigger hits.
Is it?
Passion.
Passion's better.
Passion.
You reckon the passion's better?
Absolutely. It doesn't mean more. We're All Black supporters.
Gotcha.
That means everything. But when it comes to having a fun event, there ain't nothing like this.
You guys can run an event.
Australia knows how to put on a sporting event. That's it. We've been to All Black games, and that might mean more, but we wouldn't have this much fun.
I was blown away by what they had to say.
Where are our shirts?
There's Australia's only Parramatta supporter. Yeah, last time I came here was a Waratahs game. There would have been a 20th of the people and probably a 20th of the atmosphere.
So there's a large, 2 extra larges, and who's the fourth person?
All right, extra large.
Extra large.
Thank you so much. Have a nice night.
Excuse me.
Mate, did they run out of the large sizes? You look like an obese Smurf.
We're 37 in, it's 4-0 to Queensland, 2 penalty goals, and I get a feeling that the crowd are they're bored, you know?
I've got to say, I feel like the atmosphere's a little flat.
Yeah, I agree. A little bit.
I feel like it's flat, there's a lot going on, but there's sort of nothing going on, you know what I mean?
Maybe we've been a bit tough on rugby fans because these guys are only better. There's New South Wales, there's Friday's a wanker, and there's nothing else. And I hear they try to get a couple of songs going last year that amounted to nothing. So are we really that different, you know? Maybe not. 2 penalty goals, maybe we're more alike than you can imagine. Maybe. Go, Jared!
That's not to say these fans were lacking passion. This was a fairly hostile crowd. And despite the lack of points, between old mate in front arguing over who gets to hold the bottle of Jim Beam and the constant jeering, there was plenty to be occupied by. In the end, New South Wales finally got their series win and balance was restored. I can't wait to know this feeling come August.
I had a meeting with Greg Slay.
Oh, sure.
Today we're pretty well going to look at the before-game activity, before the Bledisloe test. Ultimately we'd like a marquee, some sort of hospitality or band and entertainment to really try and up the value of your ticket and the game day experience. Finances are a bit of an issue, I believe, so it'll be an interesting meeting. But I think everybody's on the same page, so we should be able to hopefully come to a good outcome for all. We're just trying to sort of highlight the uniqueness of rugby more than anything and try and funnel that into what we're trying to do. So we're not trying to be Blatchy's Blues, we're just trying to say, you know, rugby, the whole experience of rugby is not just the 80 minutes, it's the fun you have before, it's the fun you have after, bundling the whole thing up so, you know, you're there for the rugby, but at the end of the day, if you have a few beers, you have a good time, everyone leaves happy anyway. Yeah. And that's pretty well where we come to you guys is how do we achieve that here?
From our meeting today, we've got a bit of a plan as to when we need to get things done. We're going to be promoting through our own channels. We're lucky enough to have the support of the ARU. They're going to be promoting through their channels and obviously through Fox.
Yeah, and just pushing to the... Really, I guess the thing is for us is getting people who are already in the tent, so people playing rugby at subbies, premiership clubs, juniors, schools, saying to them, hey, you know, come on, jump on board, let's go and have a bit of fun, let's try and get a bit of a group together, and let's really just have, you know, a good time.
The Gold Brigade are after a way to maximise their impact in the stadium. The ARU have offered to purchase 3,000 gold onesies for the fan group.
Yeah, we've got the onesie in, so I think we'll go into main room, try it on, see what you think of it. If you like the idea, then we can go ahead. So as you can see, it's pretty bright.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to see as much colour and passion and support for the home team, and having that solid block, that's going to be really important. So a group of passionate people who are there wearing the same gold onesie, showing their pride and passion, yeah, that'll be awesome.
I don't mind it. I like it. I'll take it back to the group anyway, and I'll show them and see what their thoughts are on it. But cool. I don't mind it. I like it.
Nice.
I'm curious to see how the group will react to the onesie.
You have to bottle it out.
Oh, I've seen these ones before.
Is it chiffon?
Yeah. That's like a hazmat suit.
Yeah, it is. Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I can see that this could be a logistical problem getting it on before the game.
The bathroom. You just have a hole, like.
You actually look like you're about
to. All right, let's cook some meth.
I'm not a fan.
Look, I must say it's exceptionally warm. I'm really warm right now.
Like a Wallaby condom.
You might be warm, but you look like a tool.
Yeah, the golden condoms.
Yeah. Not too late to change the logo.
Yeah, no.
It'd be hard getting your phone too. Like, this is another problem.
There's a whole lot of...
Where's your wallet?
Yeah, getting a wallet, getting a beer. Like, to get a beer, I'm going to have to go... To get to the back pocket, it sucks.
No, I think T-shirts.
So, T-shirts it is. Every Gold Brigade ticket gets a free shirt so we can all stand out as one.
Go the Wallabies!
The Brigade also want to kickstart a Bledisloe Cup Day pub crawl. They're looking for captains to lead crawls from all over Sydney, finishing at the Gold Brigade's pop-up bar at ANZ Stadium. So get on Facebook and let the gang know you're keen.
The Gold Brigade are teeing up a massive day for Bledisloe 1 at ANZ Stadium in Sydney. Now it's up to you. Get your family and mates together and get yourselves tickets in the gold mine.
Don't just sit back and wait for others. If you care about the game, if you want the Wallabies to well and truly stick it to the All Blacks, then buy a ticket and buy it now. Go to facebook.com/The Gold Brigade and click on the special link to Ticket Tech.
Right, Maloney, this is something I've always dreamed of doing, right? Okay, 100 metres at Allianz Stadium, coast to coast.
Under lights.
And I reckon I've got you covered.
No chance, no chance, no chance.
Bring it on.
Go.
He said go. I had you then. I think I had you then. I definitely had you. To the crowd. Tuesday, on the call of the Wallaby.
As a general rule, I think rugby fans are often a little too polite.
They yell quieter.
The Gold Brigade on a mission to find their voice.
What do you think about if you were to go to the Wallabies and say, hey guys, if you win, after the game, the team come across to the hill and sing the team song in front of the hill?
Yeah, it'd be great. You go to the game and you want to be a part of it, and they are a part of it. Giving back to the fans, that's what it's all about.
The Call of the Wallaby, Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Fox Sports 1.
Let us see you be happy and let you see how happy you've made us.